When faith stands on water. The night was restless over the dark waters of the Sea of Galilee. A small wooden boat struggled against the rising wind. Inside it sat the disciples of Jesus Christ, their hands aching from rowing, their eyes strained from staring into the darkness. Waves slapped against the sides of the boat. The wind howled like a warning. "Row harder!" one of them shouted, but the sea did not listen. Hours earlier, Jesus had sent them ahead while he stayed behind to pray. Now the night had grown deep, and the storm had grown fierce. Fear slowly crept into the hearts of the men. Suddenly, one of the disciples froze. "Look," he whispered. Across the raging water, a figure was moving toward them. Not swimming, not drifting, walking. Terror spread through the boat. "It's a ghost!" someone cried. But then a calm voice cut through the wind. "Take courage, it is I. Do not be afraid." The voice belonged to Jesus. The men stared in disbelief. The waves bowed under his feet as if the sea itself obeyed him. Among the disciples stood Simon Peter, a man known for bold words and a courageous heart. His eyes locked onto Jesus through the storm. "Lord," Peter called out, his voice shaking yet determined, "if it is really you, command me to come to you on the water." The storm seemed to pause for a breath. Jesus answered with one simple word, "Come." Peter looked at the restless waves. The boat rocked violently beneath him. Every sensible thought in his mind screamed, "Stay," but faith whispered, "Step." Peter placed one foot on the edge of the boat, then he stepped onto the water. For a moment that defied the laws of the world, Peter stood on the sea. The waves held him like solid ground. Step by step, he walked toward Jesus. But then a violent gust of wind roared past him. The waves rose higher, twisting and crashing around him. Peter's eyes left Jesus and turned toward the storm. Fear rushed into his heart. The moment his faith weakened, the water beneath him gave way. He began to sink. "Lord, save me!" Peter cried. Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and pulled him up. Looking into Peter's eyes, Jesus said gently, "Why did you doubt? Your faith began strong, but it did not remain steady." Together they climbed into the boat. The moment Jesus stepped in, the wind stopped. The sea became calm, as if it had never been angry. The disciples fell silent, overwhelmed. That night they learned a lesson greater than the miracle itself. Faith is not just the courage to take the first step.